Welcome to your yin and flow yoga class. Tonight you need a yoga mat, a blanket or a beach towel, a yoga bolster or a nice firm pillow or a few firm pillows, and a yoga strap, a resistance band, a belt, a sock, a scarf. They'll all work. So we're going to get started seated on our pillows. If you would rather be on a chair or a couch, that's fine too. Finding your sit bones, settling in here. It's okay if your brain is a monkey mind going all over the place. We're going to bring it back to the body. So to help our brains, we're going to bring our hands in front so we have magic fingers, bending slightly in the fingers, and then we're going to take a big breath in. Let our fingers expand a bit, hands expand, and then as you exhale, hands move towards each other. The fingertips come towards, but don't touch. Inhale, expand. And exhale in. Find this rhythm, letting your hands orchestrate the breath. Inhale in. And exhaling out. Think of cultivating a sense of softness around the mouth and the collarbones with each inhale and exhale. Do that one more time. And then bring your hands all the way to touch in the center. Fingertips, hands, palms, everything nice and warm. We'll lift our thumbs towards the sternum. Big breath in. And in times of change and transition, we want to invite in a sense of softness into the body. Take another breath in. Inviting in that softness, chin to chest, bowing to your heart. Bringing your hands down on the thighs. Let's bring right ear rolling to right shoulder. Taking up the right palm up above you and place it on the head. Now, some of you who want to add on, I encourage you to stretch the left arm out, thumb down, and then bring the back of your hand to your low back. So getting a nice long stretch down the side. We're not pulling on the head. We're hanging that hand out there. Now, if this is too much, release the hand back on your thigh or release up here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Try to relax and bring softness to the jaw. Full breath in. Full breath out. And again in. And a full breath out, releasing your hand behind your back. Release this right hand up. One more full breath in. And then bringing chin to chest. Slow motion. We'll leave our head heavy here, chin towards the heart. Full breath into the back of the head. Open the mouth to release. Inhale in. And exhale, let's bring that left ear to your left shoulder. You can stay here or add on with your pieces. First, left hand comes up, place it on your head, somewhere on the head. Not pulling, it's just the weight of the hand. If you want more, left arm comes up, thumb down, and bring the back of that left hand to your low back. Something like that. Now, if that's too much, again, we bring our hand back, just leave this or this. It's really about finding what works in your body with all the different variations that I give you. And find softness, bringing softness to the throat and the jaw. Inhale in and exhale out. And it's so important to bring softness into our life. And what I mean by that is gentleness, gentle with yourself, gentle with your family, with your feelings, with your children or grandchildren or your friends. Gentle. Full breath in. Full breath out, release. Inhale, let's release the head, release the hand behind our back, and exhale, chin rolls to chest. Let your head hang here again. There's no pressure in the head. Full breath in and out. Now we'll let the head sway side to side. So the average head weighs 12 pounds. So I want you to think of a big 12-pound bowling ball, and those are heavy. So being gentle with your neck is really important. So we're going to find chin to chest, slowly lift our head up. So our first stretch here with our strap, our resistance band, we're going to grab our strap and find about wherever it feels comfortable, but probably about shoulder width apart and then a little bit wider. The wider, the easier. So start out wide. First, bring the belly button towards the spine, shoulders back, and then we'll inhale, bring this up above our heads. Keep the wrists straight and strong. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Big breath in. And then exhale, let's bring our hands behind us. Oh, it's nice with the resistance band because the strap doesn't give you resistance, but I want to keep the wrists straight and strong. Maybe gazes up. Hold wherever you find an edge. Find softness in the shoulders, around the collarbones and the throat. And then inhale to come up and exhale to come in front. If you need it harder, you can walk your hands closer together. Keep your wrists straight and strong. Draw belly in. Inhale up. And exhale, bringing your arms any amount behind you. Open through the heart, the chest, the throat. Big breath in. Out through the mouth. Inhale to come up. And exhale in front. One more time like that. Inhale to rise. Exhale back behind you. Finding where you find an edge, place of sensation, not too much. Straight, strong wrists, don't let them bend. Inhale up. Exhale to come in front. Let's release our strap off to the side. Come off the height of your pillow, or if you're sitting on a chair, time to come on your yoga mat. Move that pillow off to the side. Now you're finding sit bones on your blankets, hand to knees, and we're going to start to draw circles here. So keeping hands on the knees, we're drawing little circles, big circles, medium-sized circles, however feels good in your body. These are called Sufi grinds. Bend the elbows, let your head kind of go with a flow. Maybe come forward with the heart. That's it. Get into it. Checking in with your body. How does this feel for me? And then when we're ready, sit at the back of your mat, hold onto your knees, and really round the spine, chin to chest. Roll over your sit bones, lift through the heart, and then we'll bring our heart the other direction. So if you went this way, we can go the other way. So other direction of your circles. Now they can be small. They can build up and be medium sized. They can be really big circles, however your body wants to move. You can come forward with the heart. You can even hang out and do just swings at the back of your mat. This is great for digestion. I'm just warming up. Then we'll come to center. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, palms float to the sky. Exhale, right in front, left arm behind you. We'll look over to the left and bring our left fingertips to the ground and right hand to the right. Our right hand to left knee. Sit up tall, draw belly in. Big breath. And then exhale, use that hand on the knee to twist a little bit over to the left. You can look over the chest or look over your shoulder. Full breaths in through the nose. Full breaths out. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more time in. And exhale, unwinding the body back to center. Inhale, palms float up. Palms touch above the head. Left in front, right behind you. Bringing right fingertips to the ground behind you, left hand to the right knee, sit up tall, and then use that hand to bring out the spine. Now you can look over the chest, that's a great place to stay, or come a bit further by gazing back past the right shoulder, keeping head tall, full breath in and out. Remember, we don't want to go too far. We want to really find a place where we feel sensation, but it's not too much. One more inhale and exhale, coming back to center. We'll lean back here, stretch your legs out one at a time, and we'll circle our ankles and then the other way. Bend one knee and then the other, rolling onto all fours. We're going to get our blanket or our towel folded in half and bring that right below the knees. Strap to the side, hands below shoulders. If your wrists are tender, you can come into fists. If they're still cranky wrists, you can bring your pillow under your open palms. From here, cat and cow. So bend at the elbows, start to curl the tailbone, and look forward, keeping your neck long. As you exhale, curl tailbone in, draw belly to the spine, and reach up between the shoulders. Inhale, bending at the elbows, curl your tailbone looking forward. Keep neck long, exhale, rounding up. So find this really nice rhythm of cat and cow to dance out your spine. Full breaths in. Full breaths out. Nice loud exhales. Lengthening your exhales out. One more time. Full inhale, full exhale. Then we'll look forward with our gaze, then our hands move a little forward. You can bring your pillow with you if you're using it. And then start to swing hips left to right. Just a little bit of swinging, nice and gentle. Start to let your head be heavy, relax the jaw. And then we'll swing our hips a little bit forward, to the side and back. So if this doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. Or smaller circles. I'm going to do nice small circles here. And then maybe switch the direction of your hip circles. Nice and small hip circles. Or big. Let your head hang, bend at the elbows. And then we'll slowly come to pause. Bring your hands just a little bit further back, but not right below the shoulders. Index fingers parallel, curl toes under. Send your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Feet are hip width apart. Start to draw your belly in, so your lower belly in and up, as if you're trying to pull the belly in and up. Yeah, that's it. Now, bend one knee at a time and stretch your heels back for a little bit of a calf stretch. Drop your head. There's no tension in the neck. You don't need to look up. Just let the head be heavy and reach one heel back at a time. Nice and gentle here. We're going to come back to all fours. Curl toes under. Sit back on your curled feet for a moment. Toes squat. Open the palms. And then inhale, let palms come up. Exhale, hands together to the heart. Interlace fingers and start to circle your wrist one way. That's it. And the other way. And then the other way. And the other way. So a few directions back and forth, and we're going to shake the hands a little bit. Lots of wrist stuff. Come back to all fours. Knees below hips, hands right below shoulders. And then from here, shift your weight into that left palm as you open up to the right. So you can shift your weight to the left knee too. Then exhale, thread the needle. So take that right arm and just thread it through a few, inches above the ground. And then inhale, open to the side. Exhale, thread the needle. And again, up. And we'll thread the arm through. And then this is where we can come down to the side of our face on the right. The pillow is lovely here to add some height. If it doesn't feel that that's depth is good for your body, you can walk and crawl your left fingertips up. Your choice. Bum is lifted. Relax into the shoulders. Taking 2 full inhales and exhales here. Another time, full breath. Exhale to release any tension. And then inhale to come up, lifting your head up, hands below shoulders. Walk your hands just a teeny bit forward, index fingers parallel, curl toes under, send hips up and back, downward facing dog. Hips lifted, draw the lower belly in and up, and then bend one knee at a time. So you're letting your head dangle here. Head is heavy. Now pause here with both heels lifted. Broaden the shoulders and push into the tops of your hands as if you're trying to bring your heart back towards the back of the thighs. There you go. Broaden the shoulders again. And now come back to all fours. Very well done. Hands back below the shoulders. Inhale with the left up. Twist to the left. That's it. Thread the needle. Again, find your rhythm. Inhale to twist open. Thread the needle. And again, inhale, twist up. Let's thread that needle through and pause here. So this is where we come onto the left side of our face, of the top of the head. Pillow is there if you need it to bring a little more height. Every side of the body is different. There's very different mobility. And it's important to be gentle with ourselves. As your body releases, find softness in the hands. You can walk your right hand up if you'd like. There is no tension in the mouth. One more full breath. Exhale. If your hands walked forward, walk it back. Plant right hand down. Both hands below shoulders. Walk them a teeny bit forward. Index fingers parallel. Curled toes. Downward facing dog. Draw your belly in and up. That's it. Push into the top of your knuckles. So out of the wrist. Broaden your shoulders. And then from here, start to walk your dog again. Pause here. Broaden shoulders. Push on top of your hands. Activating downward dog. Now I want you to shift your weight into your left foot and float right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Hold. Bend your knee, knee to nose. So you're doing a nice plank with bringing that knee up towards your nose. Inhale, extend again. And lower the leg. Come to all fours. Reach for the back of your right thigh. And then step that foot forward, coming up into a nice lunge here. That's it. Right knee is right above your ankle. Now your back left knee, if you need, is too much of a hip flex or stretch, you can step your right foot back. We don't want to come down too far because don't worry, we'll be getting there. We want to find stability here. Stack your hands, shoulders back, draw belly in, activating your core. Look forward, find a focal point, keep the gaze there, soften the jaw. Drop your hands down, inhale, float them up. Big breath in. I want you to take right arm in front, left arm back, and look behind you to the left hand. That's it. Inhale, come up again. Exhale, right in front, left back. Look back past the left fingertips. If it's not available for your neck, look to the side. Inhale again, arms up. Exhale, right in front, left back. Now this time, you're going to take that left hand to the low back. And if it's available, you're going to reach down that back thigh and bring your arm up. That's it. Little back bend here. Draw belly in. We're not collapsing. We're keeping our core engaged. We're looking up. Big breath in and out. You can come up higher in the back. And then slowly both arms float up. Palms touch. Bend at the elbows. Let your head come back into the forearms. Look up. Lift up with the heart. And then slowly float both arms up. And then we'll take our left arm in front and dive down with that left hand below the shoulders. Twist inwards, belly towards the inner right thigh. Hand to hip if that's better for you. If you want more, float your back knee, your choice. Keep your breath floating and flowing. Reach your crown forward. When you feel ready, lower the back knee if you lifted it. And then bring that arm that's floating up or on your hip, bring it up and around and forward on the inside of your right foot. Beautiful. Come to fingertips. And then we'll slowly scooch right foot back. Coming to all fours, hands below shoulders. Walk a little teensy bit forward. Your choice. You can do cat and cow if you'd rather, or downward facing dog. Broaden shoulders, relax the jaw, head is heavy. Pedal the legs. And by broaden shoulders, I really mean just relax the ears away, the shoulders away from the ears. Draw your lower belly in and up. That's it. Now, if you're in cat and cow, time to push up to downward dog. Give it a go. Float left leg up. That's it. Beautiful. Bend the left knee. Knee to nose. Hold for a moment. Yes, beautiful. Inhale, float it up. Kick, kick, kick. Three-legged dog. Lower to the toes. Lower to the knees. Reach back for your left thigh. Step it forward. Floating up. Coming into this lunge position. Feeling solid. Left knee over your ankle. You can always step that foot back if it feels too far. We're not dumping. We're staying where we feel solid and stable. Stack hands, shoulders back, engage the core, looking forward. Find a focal point. Drop the hands. Beautiful. Inhale, float your arm up. Both hands come up. Then this time, left arm in front, right arm back, looking to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm in front, right arm back, looking past the fingertips on the right. Inhale up. This is great for your neck too. This is great for shoulder checks in your car. One more time, look back. If it's not available, look to the side. Inhale up, both arms. Then this time we're going to come left arm in front and left arm back, and see if you can bring, left arm in front, right arm back. See if you can bring that right hand to the low back. Or maybe you can reach the back of that right thigh and float your arm up. Beautiful. Do what you can. Remember, we're dumping here. We're keeping our cores engaged. Our back, our palm that's up to the sky is reaching behind us. Inhale to float up. Palms touch. Bend at the elbows. Let your head come back into the arms and look up. Beautiful. Draw belly in. Keeping your belly in and engaged will protect your back. And then slowly float arms up. We'll take right arm down below shoulder, left arm floats to sky. Twisting in belly towards that inner left thigh. Great place to stay. You can keep your hand on your hip too. That feels more stable or better for you, and you can float your back knee up. Whatever your body's calling for you. Keep your breath flowing, crown reaches. This is wringing out your day. You're literally like wringing out the spine. Lower your back knee. If you floated it up, take your back hand, float it forward, both on the inside of your left foot, and scooch that foot back, nice and slow. Hands below shoulders. Walk your hands a little teensy bit forward, index fingers parallel, curl toes, downward dog. Pedal your legs. And pause here. Lifting your heels, broaden your shoulders, push into the tops of your knuckles. Let your heart move towards your feet. Beautiful. Keep your low belly in and up. Bend your knees, look forward, tiptoe to the front of your yoga mat into our forward fold. Our feet are hip width apart. We're going to grab opposite elbows. Chest and thighs meet, and you can bend the knees to help that out. Now really dangle the head here. Imagine the earth is calling your head to come towards it, to soften towards the earth, to release and let go and surrender to the universe and stop fighting the universe. Just release and let go. Everything in your head, just dump it out on the ground. And then slowly release your arms, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Your hands can come up or down on the thighs to support you. And then inhale, rise, float your arms up until you're standing at the top of your yoga mat. Beautiful. Hands to heart. Now, if you have a dizziness, low blood pressure, you can keep your hands up as long as you need to. We're going to get rid of this blanket to the side and do one sun salutation to come down to the earth. Feet hip width apart. Shrug your shoulders up and back. Open through the palms. Look forward, engage the core. Inhale, floating arms up. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive. So arms wide, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, flat back. Now push your hands into your shins. I want you to really push into the shin bones. If that's too low, push into the thighs. Gaze is down. Reach your crown forward, then exhale, bend the knees, plant through the palms, step one foot back, then the other into plank. Lower down into your knees. 3 push-ups, lower and push away. Lower, push away, bring your elbows in, lower, push away. Now with your core engaged, I want you to, slow as you can, lower yourself all the way to the ground. That's it. From here, we're going to come into a Sphinx pose. So slide your forearms forward. Your elbows are directly, change my camera angle a little more closer. Elbows are directly below the shoulders, palms down. You're on the tops of your feet. This might not be very comfortable for your spine. It's a deep back bend, so you can grab opposite elbows if that's you. And slide your forearms forward, stack your forearms, and rest your forehead here. We'll hold here. Full breath in and out. Softening in the collarbones. Soften the shoulders. Gaze is slightly down. It's really normal here to kink your neck, so keep your neck long. Softening in the throat. We're going to add a quad stretch on here. So first thing first, we're going to come down so we're on our forearms. We're going to reach back. So you're on your forearms, your hands are stacked. You're going to reach back for the back of your right foot and see if you can grab it. If you can't grab that, you can also reach for your strap and hook it around that foot. So we're going to draw the right heel towards our bums. Those of you who need more, you can push yourself up a little higher here on that left forearm on the ground. So it's up to you. Again, this is really about the quads. So wherever you can get the best quad stretch, you're going to hold. And it's okay if you didn't reach that foot because we do have straps that you can hook around. And it might take a moment, but you can definitely use a strap. And draw that in instead. And really find where it works for you. One more moment. I love quad stretches. They're one of my favorite. If they're not your favorite, that's okay. One more inhale, then exhale, release. You're going to come down for a moment, stacking your forearms. If that was very challenging, I want you to look around you and find where your yoga strap is or your belt or whatever you have and use it for the next side. From here, we're going to come on our right forearm, whatever angle you want. Reach back, bend your left leg, and reach back with that left hand. Draw the left heel towards your glutes. Now again, you can come higher onto that forearm, more like a Sphinx lift, or you can come lower. It's about the quad here. You can use that strap too. I actually love using socks, like using a sock and then pulling that into. Finding softness. Quads are intense. They're actually where we hold a lot of anxiety. Interesting. One more inhale. Full breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Release the foot. Coming down on your forearms. Counter pose here. Curl toes under. Push into your hands that are beside the heart. We're going to bring knees so that they're shoulder width apart. Big toes touch behind us. Sitting back into a lovely child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Opening your low back. If this isn't your child's pose, you can stack your fists below the forehead. That's another version. or lifting your hips above the knees, elbows wide, stack your hands, and then bring your head down. So lots of different variations of doing child's pose. Release your low back, though. You guys did a lot of back bending there, which is great for low back rehab and strengthening. Full breaths in, full breaths out. Try to melt your face into your hands, into the mat, softening anywhere you can in the jaw. Soften the tongue in your mouth. Soften the eyes. Think of your whole scalp softening, melting. When you have a time of transition in your life, a time of change, coming back to this place of softness. When you feel ready, and if you want to stay here longer, you can, but if you're okay to come out, slowly lift your head. And then your rest of your body comes up. We're going to come to one hip and then slide out the legs in front of us. This is where you might want to use your folded blanket behind you. Get our straps ready. Also closer to mid-mat, and your pillow on the side of your mat, somewhere where you can easily access it. First pose we're going to do is bringing your soles of your feet together. Lift yourself up just slightly to lift your sit bones up, and then tilt a little bit forward. So place yourself down as if you're tilting a little forward, and woo, you'll wake up. So it's almost as if your pelvic bowl was a fruit bowl and you're spilling out on the front as you lean forward, wherever's in that bowl. So we're going to bring our hands on the hip, our hands to the sky and forearms up. So it's a very soft surrendering here. If this doesn't feel good for your knees, it just means you need support and it's too much of a hip opener. You can bring something under the thighs. Another thing is that it just might not feel good for you, so you can play around with the heels to the sit bones, closer or farther away. And then once you find a good spot, you're going to surrender palms to the sky, forearms to the sky, nice rounded spine, and just our first surrendering forward fold. Cultivating softness. Bringing stillness to the face, to the shoulders, to the throat, as this is a yin yoga pose. Holds are longer. If you need to change it up. We don't want to hold a shape that doesn't feel good in our body. Can you soften in this pose? When you feel ready, slowly, you can flip your hands down and use your fingertips to crawl yourself nice and slowly back up. You can use your hands to gently lift your knees back to center and extend one leg at a time. We're going to take our right knee, draw that towards the body, give it a nice hug in, and then let the sole of that right foot come onto the inner left thigh. Now this blanket you might want to sit on like a wedge. See if that helps with these poses. From here, another surrendering forward fold. So we'll float arms up first. We'll draw our bellies in and up, and then slowly come towards that extended left leg, palms to the sky. Interesting enough, this is a pose where most people get injured in yoga because they grab their feet and they pull down. I don't want you to do that. I want you to give your body time and space and softness and surrender with open palms, open forearms down towards that leg. This is fantastic for nervous system regulation. And then slowly come up. Beautiful. Lift that knee up and release. We'll wiggle our legs and do the other side. Left knee in towards the chest. Nice squeeze. Left foot on the inner right thigh. You can find your sit bones better. Inhale, both palms up to the sky. Draw belly in. Exhale, palms open. Forearms up to the sky. And a nice gentle fold here. Now, sometimes our knees can be sensitive. This is where you want to fold a blanket and bring it under the knee. Or even a pillow there. Making this as gentle on yourself as possible. No rush. Can you find softness as you surrender to your leg? As you release in the upper and mid back. As you soften in the mouth. And then we'll slowly come up. Lift up the left knee with the help of your hand. Extend legs out, give them a wiggle. And then from here, bend one knee at a time. We're going to unroll this blanket so it's ready for us. Let's see, let's support the back of our heads. So unroll it so you have maybe one fold. And then that is going to support the back of your head at the back of your yoga mat. Strap onto the left side where the left hip is and pillows close on your side. Come down to your left hip, slide down on the side of your body, roll to the back, and find that this is supporting the back of your head, just the back of the head, your blanket. Knees are bent, soles of the feet are on the ground. We're going to extend our arms straight out to the sides like a T with the palms up. Push into your feet slightly to lift the hips. We're going to slide our hip, our left hip towards center and let our knees fall over to the left. So finding this nice reclined twist. You can bend in the arms in cactus if it doesn't feel good straight arms. You can maybe let your head kind of go a little side to side, the back of the skull, getting a massage. And then you can pause and center, lift the head and look in the opposite direction to your legs, or lift your head and look in the same direction as your knees. Now, speaking of legs, first we're going to hold here a little bit longer because this is a yin hold. It's a beautiful stretch, and if you need a little support, a pillow between the knees is lovely, or a pillow under both knees. You can lower the knees towards the bottom of your mat or lift your knees up until it feels perfect for your spine. Now we're going to get into the IT band. See if this feels okay first for your body. You're going to see how it feels to let your top leg, your right leg on the top, to gently, so bring your left hand down to help that right leg come out straight to the side, getting to the IT band. Another option here is to have that leg resting on a pillow. So if that feels better for you. Hopefully you're getting some kind of hip flexor stretch, Other option, straighten your bottom leg. I like keeping it bent. Full breaths in, full breaths out. Can you relax your shoulders into the ground? Can you soften in the chest? Think about the pectoral muscles just softening completely as you let that right shoulder open. Softening in the right IT band. Full breath in and out. When you're ready, if you straighten your leg, slowly start to bend it so your knees are stacked. And then from here, we're going to bring our right hand to our hip, our rib cage. Let your gaze come back to center. And then use the help of that left hand maybe to float both knees back to center. Bring your knees towards your chest. And give yourself a hug. Thank you, body. We're not done yet with IT bands. So we're going to do the other side too. So from here, release your legs, soles of the feet down. Bring your hands down if that helps too. So push into the feet just enough to lift your hips, and then we're going to slide our right hip to center. Let our knees fall to the right of our mat. Arms to a T or bent in a cactus. You can do that head massage first, letting your head sway side to side just a little bit, massaging the back of the head. Then pause and center, lift your head, and either look in the opposite direction or the same direction as your knees are pointed. To make this pose even more comfortable, you can place a pillow between the knees or a bolster under both knees, or you can lower your knees towards the bottom of the mat or lift them up. It'll completely change it where you feel in your spine. We don't want pulling, we just want this to feel nice. Because it is the best pose to balance the body. So if you imagine a whiteboard and it's blank at the beginning of your day, and then you wake up and that little felt starts going, and at the end of the day you have scribbles going everywhere of all the things you did. Imagine your yoga class, each section erasing it, and the final ironing out full blackboard erasure is your twist at the end. So this is it's that important. When you feel ready, if you want to add on, let's get into our IT bend by letting that top leg, so bring your right hand down to support that leg, slowly stretch out to the side. So straighten out that leg. You might have to change where your gaze is looking if it doesn't feel good with your looking in the opposite direction. Breathing softly into the IT band, to the outer glute, into your pectoral muscles, softening. If this doesn't work for you too, you can change and just go back to that recline twist. Another option is letting this top knee be bent and a pillow under it. When you feel ready, full breath in and out. Bend in that top knee. Lift up your gaze, you come back to center, so head lifts coming to center. And then we'll use our right hand to lift our legs back to center nice and slow. Knees towards chest, hugging the knees. You can rock side to side. And then reach to whatever side your strap is. We're going to hook the bottom of our feet, both feet. And then slowly float your legs up. Now it might not work and you might need to float your hands higher up your strap. That's fine. This is mid-room, legs to the sky. Flex your toes towards your face and hold chin to chest. No tension in the mouth. Head is heavy. And then slowly bend your knees, release the strap. Knees towards chest and hug the knees. Give them a nice rock side to side. If it feels okay for your body, take an inhale, lift your head up into a little ball. And then exhale, release your hands, your legs, and your feet go to the mat. Reach for that pillow, shove it behind the back of the thighs. Extend legs straight out for Shavasana. Reach your hands above the head, roll in the sides of that blanket you have there. Squeeze the neck, give it a nice hug. And then reach for the top sides, edges of your mat. Give your head a squeeze. And release, palms to the sky. Coming into Shavasana again, the knees bent on top of that pillow is essential. So don't skip that part. If you have a blanket, throw it over you. If you have an eye pillow, that's lovely over the eyes. Feet are naturally falling apart, palms to the sky. Full breath into the nose, into the belly. And release through the mouth. One more time like that. Inhale through the nose like you're filling up your belly. And then full breath out. Finding your stillness in Shavasana. Shoulders are soft and relaxed. Palms are open. Now when we end our day with Shavasana, feel free just to have a little nap. Really let yourself be nourished by this pose. It integrates every single posture you did into the cells. If you're okay to come back, we'll take a breath in through the nose, bring awareness to the breath. Feel the breath in the whole body. And a full breath out. Think of every surface breathing in the body. So inhale, imagine the breath's coming through the feet and the hands to the heart. And a full breath out. Full breath in. Breathing through the back of the heart, the back of the head, and a full breath out. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Open and close your hands. Bend one knee at a time, planting your feet on your pillow. Push pillow away. Feet to the mat. We're going to roll to a side. All the way over. And then bring your knees right up like you're coming into a tiny little ball on your side. And you think about how vast this earth is and the universe and the stars and our moon. We can feel pretty small, but I want you to remember how precious you are to this universe and that the universe has your back. Breathe in that idea. The universe has my back. Full breath out. Bringing that softness into the rest of your evening. Bring your hand to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Push into the hand to come up to sit. If you have a pillow and you want to lift yourself up, or a chair, you can come to sit. Head over heart. Heart over pubic bone. Palms open. Palms are open really to receive. And imagine you had this connection from the top of your head all the way up to the stars, the sun, everything above you, because you do have a connection. And sometimes we forget it. So we're going to reach out to the universe and to softness. Bring it to the heart. As you exhale, inhale, reach out to softness and gentleness. Bring it to the heart. As you exhale, one more time, inhale, reach out. Palms to heart center. Thumbs to the sternum. Sternum reaches to the thumbs. Draw belly in. We'll finish with one Om. First, clearing the breath. So inhale in. Let's clear the breath. Exhale, release. Inhale together. Oh.